There's no face, no case, and we back. Today, we got Wack 100 on DJ Academics stream, exposing Maino.
Maino be mad at Akademiks about what he said about another rapper who had nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
He clout chasing.
No, I realized. So I stopped responding to him.
Yeah, he had nothing to talk about. So let me say this about that. What the fuck do you give a fuck about what he said about this dude's fucking headband or clothes when he don't give a fuck?
Yeah.
He clout chasing, bro. Maino been over with. His biggest claim to fame, respectfully, forgive me for this, hit maker, was slapping Young Bird. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
That was some bully shit, bro. Now, guess what? When I talked to Boxing Bar, one that put that buck 50 across Maino's face,
what?
I think I got the audio. I got some audio. Boxing Bar's the nigga that put the buck 50 across Maino's face and what
I thought Maino killed the nigga.
No, hell no. Boxing Bar's still alive. I talked to the nigga.
Really?
I brought the content back to the Hunter side. I can find the recordings for you. It's a fact. Yeah, Maino ain't killed shit. Unless something happened to him recently, but I know I definitely talked to him. He was slammed back down.
I thought I watched an interview where you was talking about it. It was like, yo, yeah, the nigga who cut me, like, he dead. I was like, oh, shit. That's some boogeyman shit.
Hell no. Yeah. Everybody know who cut the nigga. Nigga named Boxing Bar. Right? I got an interview with the nigga telling me how it happened, when it happened. He's the one that put it out there that dude allegedly did some telling at the precinct before they sent him to Rikers Island or some crazy shit. I don't know, bro, but I do know this. I asked him to talk to his girl, the one that was involved in that Troy Ave case, who told us Maino was a bum, sleeping on her fucking couch. She had to get away from the nigga. Nigga was laying around, hoping to get some money up out of her, but she disappeared on his ass to Atlanta.
What?
Yeah, on some real shit. You need to go talk to the homie G Magic from 88 Avalon, who Maino start copping pleas and issuing apologies to for that disrespect he brought when he was out there.
Really?
Yes, man, look, bro, nigga know these niggas in another kind of way, bro. Uncle Murder was on the phone, but he ain't gonna say that because that's his man. Uncle Murder was on the phone, K Slay was on the phone. Nigga copped the plea, apologized to the homie. Yeah, like, so I don't even know why you told him right. Look, nigga, I didn't go over there and try to be a rapper, but you over here in my lane. Over here, he got to bow down to you. This your lane. It's a fact.
Yeah, and like the rules of engagement is different, right? Like, it's much different. But, I realized that, he wants some attention, and I thought he was getting a lot of money, like either in rap or the streets.
No, fuck no, not in rap, not at all.
Yeah, that's what I realized. So
no, he don't do none of that. Shout out what you think.
See, I said in my previous video that this is exactly what would happen when it comes to people like DJ Academics, 6ix9ine, Charleston White, Wack 100. You cannot beat them on these streams and in this content situation. They're going to get all your dirty laundry and they're going to air it out. The best thing Maino could have did was air out his own laundry, because nobody can use your laundry against you once you've already aired it out, which is why the whole thing about DJ Academics on stream with the little boy, that ain't work, because Academics aired it out before people could air it out, air it out on him. That's how this content game works. And we know Maino's a street guy, and the street antics and games don't work on the internet, because you got to think the internet is run mostly by nerds. So nerds, they gonna look at the game different because they don't understand the street shit. And they trying to say that Maino snitched. I don't know if Maino snitched or not. I haven't seen no paperwork. But let me say this: I'm actually not surprised. When most people get under pressure in that bullpen, they gonna flip. People on the internet gonna say, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't tell," or "I wouldn't flip on the homies," and all that shit. 99% of these niggas are snitching. Okay, first of all, this snitch shit started with the mob. Now, back then with the mob, they was whacking people that even if you weren't snitching and there's a possibility that you could just because you knew some information, they would get you out of the way. They would kill you, you and your family. But that ended once, you had the steppers, the people that was actually killing, start snitching. And that's how, black people and, gangs and people in the hood adopted the whole snitching thing, right? Or no snitching. But it ain't really built on nothing, you know what I mean? So from day one, when this shit first started before the internet, niggas was telling. Niggas is gonna continue to tell. They been telling. It's famous now because you see people like 6ix9ine and Charleston White and people like this talking about snitching, saying that they'll snitch. Niggas been snitching. Let me tell you something. If you gonna do a crime or do some dirt, do that shit by yourself. Do it by yourself. So that way ain't nobody to tell on. The only person that can snitch is you. That's called self snitching. So when it comes to this content, you cannot win against these people. You know what I mean? Maino, no offense, you do not have the charisma that these guys have. They've been running this shit for a decade plus, and it's really hard. You got to be a bigger troll. The only person that's a bigger troll than Akademiks and Wack 100 is Charleston White, and they all really went at each other before, but then they like, fuck it, we all trolls, we might as well link up. So it is what it is. So you gotta take the shit to a new level to beat them at this game. You know, and it is what it is. Because the content makes so much money, they're gonna air you out because it's gonna bring a bag in, and you may make a bag on your side too. But what's gonna happen is the public opinion gonna look at you wild. Who cares? Who cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining? We don't know if you snitch, but that's for the people to decide, right? But what matters is the narrative that's the biggest and the craziest and the loudest. That's what people really give a fuck about. But yeah, we're gonna see where this goes. Hopefully they keep it on the internet, keep putting their money, that good old bag in their pocket, and this shit does not touch the streets. Make sure you all tap in with me. No face, no case. I'm out.